Alright, so we are back for round 2 of the North American Champions League. Joining the booth, managed to muster up some reprobates, i.e. friends, and winners tonight, AF's Baron Sogo and my good buddy Dirt Rider. Welcome in.
Boy.
Right on, right on.
And of course, as always, joined by God Dingy.
Hey, hey.
Without whom we wouldn't be here.
That's right.
Him and his technology. He's our god.
So tonight's game is Latino Gamers versus Chiefs. Latino Gamers looking to bounce back after last night's defeat. Chiefs looking to build on their first round win. Latino Gamers are home team here, opting for Airfield Wall and the right side, which I believe is east spawn. Timer has gone. We're at 2 minutes as they slowly fill through on some tanks. And Baron, I know you're very close with Rated, obviously being the sister clan of Chief. Looks like a very similar lineup. Doesn't it?
Yep, that is right. Yeah. We've fallen in love with the 50Bs, that's for sure, since, Rated was the one that brought that idea with us. You know, and we started running scrims, and it's like, man, I can bring a lot in comp.
I think with the 2-tank pick rule and the bat chat having its nurse, it's definitely a viable alternative. A lot of teams have started to go that way.
Yeah, we've certainly been using a lot fewer bat chats. I mean, partially because of the rules, but also now there's other options. Like, who would have thought that the 48 patent would be coming in regularly, game after game?
Yeah, of course. We were discussing it just a short while ago. Your 248 patents had a hell of a game in the last one on Airfield.
Now that they've gotten that cupola down to a size that you can't hardly hit it, now it's a monster hold down.
And not just that, I remember after the update, running a game in the bat chat and coming up against the patent and just bouncing an entire clip off of them. And like, we're talking lower plate, you know, and like spots where it was, I was really set back by that. It's like, this tank's a real deal.
Alrighty. The timer is done. Just do a quick rundown here. Chief bringing out a Patton, 2 I7s, 257 heavies, Super Conquered 250Bs. Over on LG side, a E4, a Batchat I7, 57 heavy, 2 Super Conks, a 50B and a 5A. Round 1, about to get underway. See how this one goes. Got to respectate myself. So for those of you eagle-eyed viewers noticing that one of LG's players is without a tag, we discussed this yesterday as a missed opportunity in our rules. He is registered on the roster and will be eligible to play for them. Straight off the bat here, expect, as we saw with AF's games, the 250Bs and possibly the pattern to go over into the H line. Rest of the tanks moving their way around into the E line and D line to defend the cap. Imagine the bat chat of LG's not got the best of spawns here to go up on the hill and contest those that are there at the spot, and the rest of their tanks to likewise go down the ED line for the cap. There we got the short straw for LG there. A long way to go.
Yeah, he's out in no man's land.
Chief accepting their fate and deciding, other than going all the way down the one line, they will just push the 57 and the I7 up through the shortcut. As their 50Bs now move down with the pattern over onto the hill. El Carino in his back chat coming up to get some early spots.
He's about to run into that 50B of Cruz and maybe that Patton.
He's all alone there.
Yep.
Straight away acknowledging
Dangerous
that.
spot to be in. Yeah, he's running.
I think he knew immediately what was going to happen and has evacuated. Hopefully Chiefs 50Bs and the Pattern can get some side shots on those crossing in the open, but it doesn't look like they will be able to. So Carino spots up Magna in the 57 heavy.
Somehow he made that untouched.
Mr. Emil, however, getting a shot into him, I believe, from Hatch. As Magna has gone. It must have been Magna because he's gone on a forced reload. Sergeant Cruz over on Chief's side has been spotted on the hill. Mr. Emil fires one and takes an immediate reload. Didn't connect though. So LG looking to hunker down here. E4 over in the...
Ooh.
E4 delivering a lot of pain to Magna there.
That hurt. 800 something.
Sergeant Cruz has taken a shot off Mr. Emil, I believe. As the 50B in Pattern. The Chiefs now come in, rated, paying for his poke. LG look to have the early advantage here on hit points. Miskell Ben takes a shot. I believe again from the E4. That E4 is dealing the punishment. As LG sent their batch out back to defend on the F line and allow their heavies to do what they can. Rated paying for his pokes here on the Superconk. Managed to get a track off. Unable to repair it. The Superconk is definitely going to get farmed here.
Yeah. 50B's taking shots in the middle. He's in a bad spot.
He's wide open.
Down to a 2-shot. Mr. Emil still on a 3. I think that might have been the bat who was unloading on him as he's taking a reload and promptly removing himself from the equation. Chief here have the angles, but just paying for all of their pokes. LG playing effectively. We saw this yesterday against the Mortals, KYS as they would now like to be known. They're a very good defensive team.
Well, we're not going with the unmentionables.
They put the downs in KYS, so it's a lot easier for them to say. Magna going down early on, and it looks like the push is now coming in from LG. Sergeant Cruz.
They have the hit points advantage.
Yep.
There he goes, Flash Boy.
LG with a hit point and tank advantage here. Looks like Chief are going to do their usual at this point and throw the first game to win the next 3.
Yep.
Sergeant Cruz down to a 1-shot.
Yeah, that 57 heavy's
Ben's getting punished.
looking at 2 rear ends.
He's gone.
Yeah. Miskell Ben going down for Chiefs and the Superconk. 57 heavy. I'm going to wail at the top of him.
Rated took another.
Cruz now evacuating as the bat chat of LG's goes back up onto his original starting point. Mr. Emil, crucially down to a 1-shot, needs to come out here for Chiefs.
Decisive's getting poked.
Rated and Box now both on 1-shots. Cruz as well.
Effectively a 3-tank advantage right now with Cruz out of the game.
Rated.
Yeah. Rated surely going to go down here to LG's bat
Yep.
chat. And does.
There's Box.
Out his Box.
And then Cruz probably next.
LG here now with a 4-tank lead, 5-tank lead. This does not look good for Chiefs with Stux being on a 1, Decisive on a 2 and Hatch on a 3. Decisive next to go down, I think, and he does. Stux doing his to evacuate,
gone.
Taken out, and Hatch now trying to deal with 8 tanks. actually goes down to round 1, going to LG.
Well, that
they
also
were
seems
just-
to be the valid motive to win. Lose your first and win the next 3. As the Chiefs do.
Certainly play into their usual form. Get these sides. LG, the more patient team, and it really paid off for them. As soon as they got a tank out of the game, they then committed with their push and had a really good damage spread. Inspira coming out with 3,100 over on Chief sides. Aside from Hatch Killer, no one really got going.
Yeah, Chiefs just, they were exposing too much trying to get shots. And they needed to just wait in some spots
the
there.
Chiefs had themselves in good positions. I mean, they blocked nearly 6k between them, but it just really didn't work for them in that first game.
I don't think they should have had their 50B as far forward either at that far end of the beginning. Because he was just stuck once he got there.
Yeah, and that move to have the their medium fall back and defend from the town. I mean, the hill that effectively took the hill out of the game, like you're saying.
I think in hindsight, maybe the 250Bs, instead of pushing up through the middle, should have committed up to where the bat chat was stationed and try and get in behind LG's team.
Yeah.
But I think maybe there was a game plan for it, but it didn't seem to work out, as every time they poked out on that middle road, they paid for it and didn't really get anything in return for it either.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, our experience playing this map a couple times, well, tonight and in the past, is that those guys going to the middle hill can't hesitate there for too long, because it leaves, if you go in there with any numbers, I mean, your boys over by the cap are going to be under major pressure, so really got to just fight fast and push through if there's no resistance like that.
Yeah. Looks like Microsoft Xbox Live playing to its strengths here. LG are having party issues. Chief have lost a player. See if everybody here is good to go. Looks like everyone's picking tanks. I'm assuming that they are all good. I think I know what's going on in this Chiefs lineup so far. Just the E3 and the E100 alone. Although they are waiting still on their other player to come back, I believe.
I gotta say, it's kind of shocking to see an E100 in the lineup. And not E3.
Certainly a plan, and I'm a bit hesitant as to how much I want to give away.
Yeah, this looks interesting.
I know it looks like Sergeant Cruz, the man who lagged out, is back. Just waiting on confirmation from LG that their party is back up and running. We will look to get this one going. Interesting pick of both an E4 and an E3 there.
Yeah.
So we are ready here. So
Those are scary.
LG's pick here, coming out with a 5A, a 50B, 2 Superconks, 57 Heavy, I7, a Batchat, and an E4. Over on Chief side, we've got an E4 and E3, I7, 57 Heavy, E100, Superconk, and 2 50Bs. I think we are good to go. Just double check. So I'll forewarn our viewers here, what I will give away is this is definitely going to be a game of patience. Alrighty, I think we're good to go. Round 2 underway, LG at the minute with a 1-0 lead over Chiefs. It's round 2 on LG's map, Airfield. So, LG, I think here, are going to commit a Batchat early on, as is kind of the standard routine, onto the hill to spot. Chiefs, I'm going to predict are going to hunker down on the C and D line. I'm sure you're familiar with this. This, of course.
Yeah. This is gonna either be really long or really fast.
I mean, based on what we've seen, I'm saying it's going to be long purely because LG are a very good defensive team and don't commit too early to an aggressive push.
I love their patience.
Very
really
patient.
Do. Something that I can't. It kind of blows my mind because I'm not a patient player. You know me, I'm a Batchat and I fight, but I don't know, these guys, they're
luckily there for Chiefs,
different.
None of their tanks spawning down low on the
yeah, they didn't get the crap spawn.
Do always like to see a good amount of teamwork as 50Bs held back to push the E3 together. Mystical Ben, not quite sure if he's going up to hatchback, will probably push the E100.
Oh, that's a freight train.
Little train of love. Freight train of love. Death.
Mr. Emil early on getting up into
Man, look at that E4 outpacing everybody.
I know, he's way up there. E3's like going as fast as he's ever gone in his life.
So this strat, I believe, doesn't come out too often from Chiefs, so I don't think LG will know really what to expect here for the fact they haven't spotted anything early doors.
The only thing they know about is Stux.
Chiefs here bringing the E3 over to the I7, E100 staying with the E4, Superconk up on the hill, and both 50Bs look to be waiting.
Yep, in the jack-in-the-box position.
LG playing very conservatively.
Ooh,
an
took a
HE
small
shot,
hit. Yeah, it was 200 something, it had to be.
That might have been from Magda and his E3 premeditating some hold down tanks. Denied in his E4. Taking 800 hit points away. I know for a fact that Caller will be raging at that. Mr. Emil taking a shot in return.
I love how they're
Yeah.
just poised right here. The
Mhm.
WZ, the Super Conks, they're just, I don't know, I know they're not in the position for what Chiefs are, but the way that they're set up, it's just beautiful.
Chiefs here set up for what would be considered a total strat.
Yep.
LG, likewise, are just in a good position to try and get some shots off. I mean, they're not being very effective with it, apart from one denied, who I think might have got impatient and pushed into a double tap.
I'm kind of surprised LG's bat chat hasn't started prodding a little bit. And he hasn't been spotted, and they don't know where the rest of the team is.
Looks like he is slowly making a move now. As both Chiefs 50Bs look to be doing the same, as they realise nothing is going to be coming around the back.
I mean, obviously he's gonna go slow and be cautious because he doesn't know. For all he knows, they're sitting
Alright.
over here in this.
Yeah, the 50Bs have been deployed.
Yep.
Has been spotted.
Well, one of them. The other one's a little
Magna.
behind.
Magna looks to have taken a couple of HE shots there.
He's falling back. He knows. And he's unspotted now.
Yeah.
He gone.
I think
Oh,
when it
no.
comes down to the 3-2 minute mark, we'll see a push from anyone here.
Yep.
As they look to try and get a kill and take the victory. Cruz.
Ooh, someone's burning. No fire
Oh, wow.
extinguisher. Oh,
Extinguisher.
he's gonna. Oh,
Oh,
no.
damn.
That's a bad one. He's a one shot now.
Yeah. Imagine if they got that kill, then Chiefs could sit back and play defense until the end and get the win.
Yeah, they could just pull out a deck of cards in the back over here and, you know, have a good
50Bs
time.
are, Cruz is moving in.
5A
Oh, they
from LG
redeployed one of
rotating round
Yeah.
to help out the bat chat possibly here as they assume that the 50Bs will continue to push. Mr. Emil and Fear My Skill up on the hill to assist with that push as well. Looks like Chief are making a move here as E100 and E4 move in. Rated repositioning as well.
Sergeant Cruz is rotating. Comes a box. Uh-oh. Oh, he misses his shot.
Box out here. And Cruz will find themselves in a very awkward position soon. The 50B and the Super Conk on Overwatch. Hatchback getting spotted as he makes his push through the middle.
Yeah.
Now he
Right
can't
as well.
really move. Yeah.
Magna has rotated out. Does have an E4 staring him down. Rated going over, I think, to support the 250Bs. Is denied. Takes up his position on Overwatch.
Mr. Emil could, yeah.
3-minute mark, and Magna has begun his push in. Takes a 95 round from the E4 firing HE.
That's fantastic.
Crazy.
It's really gonna hurt him later on.
It is always worthwhile, but it's very RNG based, isn't it, really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the C3 and the IS-7 are getting hurt here. Magna may go down.
Magna caught out in the open here. I think
Yeah.
farmed from the Super Conk and the 50B as Wraith makes a committed push up and is getting farmed
Rated
for
getting
it.
punished.
Magna going down, and it is now on Chiefs to try and even the score, to at least bring a draw out. Hatch taking a shot and delivering one in return. Looks like Sergeant Cruz and Box are trying to crack this puzzle of the 5A in Batchat. Chief's best bet here to get a tank out is the 50B and Super Conqueror up on the hill, but they have to get past the 57 and IS-7 and a Super Conqueror to do that. Denied now is rotated down.
Ooh,
Oh, the 50Bs are getting into it.
And Box finally cracking the puzzle.
No, they're getting
Bouncing
punished for
shots.
this.
Yeah.
LG
Oh,
pushing
Box
both
is
of
probably
their
get.
tanks.
There's the first pin they've gotten. And Box goes. Cruz is
Sergeant
right behind him.
Cruz did throw away some hit points there in ramming the 5A, but I suppose with one in the chamber it was the only way to get the kill.
I
Chief's now
bet that
pushing up onto the
50B's
top,
gonna
pick
get
out
that
another
reload
two.
before that bat.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's my thinking too.
No, no,
Chiefs
I don't
now
know.
with
It's
the
gonna be
lead.
close. Oh no!
Hatch in his
Come on,
E100
Cruz.
needs to
See it.
stay safe as Rated comes back to
Oh,
assist
Cruz
him.
is gonna get it.
Oh,
Oh,
oh wow.
you got it.
His turret, but
Wow,
gets it.
he got it.
Chiefs with a 4-2 lead. Hatch on a one-shot is rightly so getting to safety. Rated coming
Denied
back
in
now
a
with
pretty
his-
strong position.
Yeah.
Ooh, the 57 getting punished.
Rated. Yeah. Well, I don't know why Rated just needs to back off now.
20 seconds left.
He got
Seven
tracked. He's
unable
okay.
to,
IS-7's
And-
getting hit.
Hatch did come back up as Chiefs are now still in the lead 4-3. Miskel Ben
Of course, they still-
5 seconds.
securing it, I think. 6-3 there. Now with 2 tanks, 7-3. And that is the game over. So 1-all. Chiefs unfortunately not getting the bonus point there for
Yeah.
destroying our tanks.
A win's a win.
Not gonna lie, I was a little worried about that push out from that turtle spot.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Well, it seems like once Hatch got that gun in, I mean, 4,173. That's and he did that all in the last couple of minutes of the game there. 'Cause, I mean, he wasn't even most of the game. He just sat behind that hill.
Yeah, big numbers there from Hatchback. That strat is, of course, Hatchback Killer's baby. I believe he developed it in his time with NFTG. And has very kindly brought it over to Chiefs. I mean, it worked for them there, no doubt.
Yeah.
They would have liked to have come out with a clean sweep. But to bring the score back to 1-all, and Chiefs have just informed me their map pick tonight is Himmel's Night. Time to go ahead and get that sorted. Chiefs opted to go for the south spawn. Lead down on the right side 4. Alrighty. Let's get the time going on here. So, I think I mentioned it in the last game that Chiefs had spawned. Himmel's Off Night has become a little bit of a staple for them. I think they're pretty serious about winning this tonight and throwing everything they have towards LG. Of course, this isn't really a map that you can be defensive on, so it's a pretty smart call from Chief.
Mhm.
And really does become all about who brawls the best. Up to 2 minutes here.
Yeah, Chief, usually real dominant on this map. They're a hard nut to crack.
Yeah, they certainly have. I mean, as we've said every time this map's been picked, there are a couple of strats that you can pull out. But mainly a lot of the action tends to go down the 9-0 line, around where the cap is.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's looking like one of those strats is going to come out, although I don't know if it's a red herring. And there's a little bit of to and fro in here as LG looked to have picked the same 2 tanks for that strat. So we'll go down there. LG here coming out with an E4, a 57 heavy, Super Conqueror, 250Bs and 25As. Chiefs more or less the same, 250Bs, 25As, an E4 and a Super Conch, but pulling out 257 heavies as well. Waiting on a final tank, I believe, from LG. An IS-7.
There it is.
Should be interesting to see this one. Yet to see LG play on a map that is a brawling map. So you could see how well they brawl. Chiefs, on the other hand, I know, tend to favour this map over most. So it should be a good game. Scores 1,
Yeah,
round 3, underway.
I'm interested to see how that... Oh, sorry.
Oh,
No,
go ahead.
Go on.
I'm interested to see how they do their little passive thing they do on this map. Because they're very... They don't rush into it, you know. As per the last match, anyway. Who knows, maybe they're knife fighters.
Alrighty.
It's going to be interesting too with the almost perfect symmetry between the 2 teams.
Yeah, I mean,
And
really,
the symmetry of the map.
the 257 heavies for Chief. Sort of the main difference in them, and then obviously LG bringing out an IS-7 instead. IS-7's always good, all down up on the cap. I'd expect him to go there. Looks like the Chiefs are opting against pushing 50Bs down the railroad. LG is going to do the same here. Commit everything up towards the hill.
Yep. They're all going out.
Well, now looking to have changed his mind really quickly there. He's gone through the middle of the map. Try and get some early spots, but LG are already... Oh no, does spot the Super Conch and 57 heavy. And get spotted in return. I wonder... As both...
LG's 50Bs are hesitating.
It did put a spanner in the works there, as you rightly
Yeah.
said.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they're expecting the Chief to come up behind them.
50B.
They've done it to him before.
That's a nice ploy.
Yeah. I actually spectated couple of matches that Chiefs and LG played on this very map like a month or two ago, and LG wasn't running this lineup then. So I think they've been paying attention to what Chiefs have been doing.
I've never really seen LG play. It's a new one for me.
Yep. LG realizing straight away that the flank was not on, and with crews being spotted at the top of the hill, I think they knew that both of them went down there as the bees of LG's commit.
Yeah.
Do like to see this commit an attack down low for the cross, so they do not get
Yep.
spotted.
Still no. Oh, Stucks just got spotted. And spanked for it.
In return. LG now committing everything up into the cap. Chiefs go with a Superconk and 50B down below.
They're keeping it in a tight little group here. Good way to play.
Mystic bounced a good one there.
But now the Chiefs are flanking. This will be an interesting point.
Here comes the push.
Oh, the
I thought it
push,
would.
yep.
LG committing early on into this.
E4 getting punished. Oh,
Yep.
WZ go down.
Yvonne is down, yep.
E4's down. Braided's down. Good grief. Here's Inspire.
Absolute bloodbath.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh, there goes fear. I fear my skill. He's gonna be gone here.
Yeah.
Oh, he's falling back. He made it back.
So the trading continues. Magna trying his best not to get focus as Buck Sound looks to be rotating back for LG's push.
Yeah, Mystical Ben
doing
is
some
able to
work
keep
there,
doing work
yeah.
over there. Yep. Got plenty
Yeah.
of targets.
Here comes the push from Chief around the bottom side of the hill. Both 50Bs and a 57. Coming in, focusing at the 57 of LG. But they are dangerously low on hit points. Mystical Ben continuing to farm. As well as Decisive getting off some good shots there. Still a fairly close game, although I would say Chief has the advantage on hit points as the E4 for LG does go down. I think they need to try and get the 5A and the I7 out of 5 for the Superconk from Chief.
Yeah.
As it looks like they are going to do that and commit towards a push, but they can't really because there's 57 out of 50B waiting for them.
Yep.
Chief making the most of their trades.
I think the low ground in
goes
this
down.
situation also helps.
Buxham rotating back.
Papu going down.
And now it is a 4v4. It's getting tracked out in the open. Gonna pay for that.
Yeah. Hold down. Just
Oh, wow.
Managed to get
Look
the
at that.
I7 out. Very effective. Ben now coming in with his hit points to take out the 50B of Fear My Skill. And this is now a 2 vs 4. Decisive looking to come around, and then becomes a 2
There went.
vs 3.
Yep.
Mr. Emil down to
Mr.
5
Emil.
HP. Ben making his
Oof.
push.
Ooh. He goes down,
Chiefs
Mr.
surely
Mill.
have got this one. So,
Wow.
that was very
8.
intense.
8% hit points left, man.
That was crazy.
Mystical Ben.
Insane bloodbath.
6,500. Yeah. Well, all through that
All the
fight,
game.
nobody was looking at him, and he was just putting shots into the sides of the tank, like just over and over.
That was
Machine
just
gun.
crazy.
Not having the greatest games, getting focused out early, only managed to get one shot off.
Right.
Chiefs, I feel. It wasn't too bad. I saw a lot of shots that weren't really dealing any damage there. So, 2-1 after round 3, heading over into round 4. Can LG bring it back, or will Chiefs seal it out as we will change spawns? trying to get the timer rolling on this one. Good game. Chief still yet to have their Himmelsdorf winning streak broke. Looks like they're more or less going to be coming out with the same lineup.
You know, I was thinking back to the second airfield game, and you know, the danger of waiting too long to make your push and not taking the whole team out, because you know, like, yes, you get, or you know, holding back and playing too defensively. It's like, yeah, you might get the point for the win, but over the course of a season, if you make a habit of that, it can lead up to a quite substantial gap in points.
Just trying to sort out the fact that Chiefs were trying to bring in an extra 57 heavy in there. Alright, it looks like both teams have got themselves picked out here. Hatchback in his E4 again, going to be looking to redeem himself from that last game. 257 heavies, a Superconk, 250Bs, and a 5A. Over on LG side, we have a E4, an IS7, a 57 heavy, a Super Conqueror, 250Bs, and two 5As. Try and get this one started early. Yeah, just to touch on, I think I kind of heard what you were saying there, Barrett. It's kind of important to just keep winning the games, although I think at this level it will come down to who can make the most of that bonus point system of destroying all the enemy tanks. Chiefs already have dropped 2 points in as many games because of it, and if they keep going on that path, it could cost them in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you get it in your mind that, you know, all you need is to have a one tank advantage, you know, and kills at the end of the game to get the victory, it's could be attractive to try to play your game like that, you know, and turtle up too much. But
exactly, and that's
cost you in the long run.
It was kind of the whole reason behind putting the bonus point in, to try and encourage a little bit more aggression into this. So it looks here like both teams are going to commit to the hill again. They're going to be in for another intense 20 seconds.
Yeah.
That was
4 tanks just ghosted
like,
before we could even talk.
Yeah, I want to talk about fireworks. That's what it sounded like.
Thunder. Insane.
So either team's tanks getting spotted on the cross. Did see some early shots getting fired up there, but none connecting. Hatchback and Miskel Ben being left to their own devices here as the rest of Chiefs tanks push up to get onto the top of the hill as early as possible. LG doing the same with their 50Bs. One of them just forced a reload there for Chief. I think that was the 5A rated. It looks like they're going to come up to the hill more or less evenly. Although they won't know that the 50Bs of LG have gone down low. And it won't be spotted for it, but Chief as well. He managed to get
They're
both
pushing
their
right up to
50Bs
the
and
castle.
5As unspotted.
Our WZs are crossing low as well.
So there we go, Raves are getting spotted up again, both of their 50Bs lit as well. The rest of both teams' tanks pushing in here. LG looking to get some early shots in the tanks as they come up the hill. Unable to commit to pokes. So Hatch gets spotted just at the top. Rather unfortunately.
Ooh, Rated just got smacked. And ammo racked. There goes the repair kit.
Like LG are going to do the same thing. The E4 of LG has absolutely been melted early on.
Wow, I just saw that.
Which as well, I think, would have been the one who delivered that
Oh,
shot.
wow.
Took one in return for it. Looks like the Chief are making the... I was going to say early push, but it looks like they're quite content just to wait there for their push. Alongside each other to make sure that they all have shots. Mr. Emil
Yeah,
aiming for a peek.
just took one.
Hold down, firing and taking 2 in return. Sergeant Cruz gets 2 out, but takes 2 in return. Goes on to a reload. Looks like LG are going to commit down low. Chiefs won't know that till the 2 at the back get spotted. Mr. Emil down.
Chiefs is piling up low too.
There's hold down, takes
ammo
the shot,
racked.
gets ammo racked. Joe's look like he's repaired that. The Super Conquer Chiefs now pushing up forward, taking 2 shots for that. 1 into the track.
He's got 4 stacked on him though.
They're all there just waiting, aren't they?
Yep.
Chief at the minute with the hit point advantage, but
50B just forced to reload.
that's right, looking to deliver a little bit of pain. This taking a shot, getting 1 in return.
Skills almost up again.
Yeah, Super Conqueror taking one.
Here they come. Oh, Poo took it. He's down.
Getting deleted instantly.
Ooh.
Box
That
out.
50B got
Down to a
smacked
1.
too.
Sergeant Cruz down
Grief.
to 2. Looks like LG thought better of it after losing their tank than to push. But the pressure now on them is they're down a tank. Down 2 tanks.
2.
Yeah.
Hold down is taken out.
Ooh, that
Easy
hurt.
4.
57 got hit for 850.
The autoloaders are unloading.
Looks now like the push is coming.
Oh, Inspire took
Oh,
another
big
hit
hit.
there. 50B took another hit. Oh, there goes Inspire.
Down goes Inspire. Magna down to a 1. E4.
They're
Looks
pushing
like
through on the
Magna's
bottom.
Gonna go down.
Spirit Philly goes down with that
Oh, the trade.
Mexican row.
Traded himself out for an E4 and the 57 paying for that as
There
well.
goes the meal.
Now comes the push and the finish from Chief. And there it is. Round 3 going to
Wow.
Chiefs. And the series as well.
That was crazy. That was some intense.
Wasn't quite as intense as the first one. It was a lot more patient.
Right, that first one was insane. And
Hatchback definitely redeeming himself there with 4700. LG's 5A had a very good game, but the rest of them not really going. Fear my skill throwing at 2100, but Chiefs damage spread on the other side was the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. Both teams gave amazing performances. That was nothing to be ashamed of from either side. Very good fight.
Alrighty, so I think LG is still struggling with nailing down a fluent English speaker, so I will try to get another one in from Chief. Party is on invite only. There we are.
Hello.
Those of you listening in
Hey there.
may be familiar with Hatchback. He did join me on commentary not so long ago. Hatch, welcome in. Firstly, congratulations. Didn't make it easy for yourself tonight.
No. I threw my tank away in airfield so that we could push.
Yeah, I saw you sort of get put down to 200 hit points, run away, and then come back and get taken out.
Well, dude, I told Rated because he was in the middle in the 57, and we were all crying. There, everyone was crying. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna lose," and I was like, "Dude, I'll just pull forward and eat the super conch shot, and you just go clip out the 50B and the super conch," and I did, and it was totally worth it.
It was gorgeous. I loved it.
You see my 4K shooting all HE? Wasn't that nice?
Yeah, that was
all HE.
Yeah, the only AP round was I had an AP loaded, and that super conch drove by and I lit him on fire for everything.
That was beautiful too, and he didn't have the extinguisher.
No, but
that was lucky.
It was a really interesting game, and I don't think Chiefs really have come across a team that plays defensively like LG, but does it well.
Yeah, they played really defensively, really well.
Both
they sure do know how to turtle.
We're commenting on kind of how patient they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a few points where you guys kept trying to peek and you were losing so much health in the first game, especially. But you kept losing so much health because people were poking. Shouldn't have been, but LG was just cool as a cucumber. It was a beautiful setup they had in that game.
Yeah, it worked well. They were doing really good.
So the results in the bag, but did unfortunately, in essence, drop a point on the airfield game by not getting that final tank out.
Yeah.
Which means 8 of the maximum 9 points were scored. Still puts Chief in the lead, having played a game more than everyone else. Starting to look good. I think really for them, the crucial part now is going to be if they can continue with this form, how well you guys do against KYS last night, who had the same result against LG yesterday, I think 3-1.
Yeah, they were good games. You know, LG played well. Even everyone was saying after the last game, like, wow, they actually put up a really good fight. And that's what we were all thinking the whole time. Especially after the first one. You know, I'm so used to just losing the first one and then winning after that, you know. I mean, I'm so used to losing the first game.
Yeah, we were talking about it on stream. I think sort of when the writing was on the wall early on, I think I might have said something along the lines of Chief doing their best here to go 1-0 down and win the next 3.
And then came up and Rated was like, "You guys want to play Himmels or you want to play what was the other map? Ruinberg." We were all like, "Just let's go what we know and go Himmels." And dude, man, that early push in the first game on Himmels, and they took me out. Took me out quick. So
that was crazy.
I can't remember the last time I'd seen something like that. Usually you'll see one team, they'll split on both sides and kind of push one they have the higher weight on, but they committed everyone to the top side push. Yeah. And it almost worked out for them, but they sort of focused you out and then just let Ben farm them. Yeah. Ben throwing up over 6Ks. Remarkable.
That was crazy.
He was at the end. He was like, "Dude, I'm out of APCR."
6K. That's just.
I mean, one thing that really didn't help is that they all came around the corner and RB'd me, and I ended up bouncing 1,300 damage before dying. That wasn't exactly great either.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just again,
because there was an 8% difference at the end there in health.
Yeah.
It was very close.
Yeah, good games though.
Some very good games tonight. In general. Hatch, I don't know if you saw the stream earlier, but the Sister Clan AF came out 3-1 winners over HN. So it's going to be a party night tonight for Chief and
I'll
AF.
have to watch it.
Damn right.
Yeah, we did it in Chiefs fashion. Lose the first and work our way back.
But I'm curious to get your thoughts there, Hatch, on Denied. Obviously, having played your baby Strat on Airfield and seeing Denied take those early shots, I don't imagine things were too PC in the party.
Yeah, people were a little pissed, and I don't know if he's played it before. I'm not, sure whether he has or not. But we were, I mean, whenever the name of the game is Turtle, when the strat is Turtle and just wait, poking like that. I understand poking, but overextending to the point where a bat can pen you at 400 meters and pen twice and get ammo rack the rest of the game. I mean, there's a time to push, there's a time to spot, and in that strat, you don't need eyes in the middle of the map. It's the Super Conk does that, so there's no reason to push out. So yeah, people were a little pissed off, but it ended up working out in the end, and
Yeah, I mean, it paid off, and you guys still came out with the victory there again. I mean, they were all really close games, except for the last one. The last one turned itself into a little bit of a whitewash. I think that was the only one that was kind of as a decisive victory.
I had a really... Actually, dude, we could have lost that really bad from the beginning. As I was cresting the hill, their E4 pushed up to try and get a shot at me, and I aimed at his turret on the move, and I punched him through the gun and disabled his gun. So that kind of saved me like $1,000 right there.
Yeah. And I saw he paid really heavily for that as well. I mean, I didn't see that his gun went out, stopping him from trading, but that kind of put him on the back foot a lot. He stayed quite withdrawn from the battle from then on. I did like the way that Chiefs were all set up at the castle, though. They were almost in like a diagonal line. Everyone had a clear line of sight. It really is starting to look like the team's getting on with each other now and understanding how they all play.
Yeah, we all had pretty good communication, in the Himmelsdorf game. Even in the Airfield games, I feel like we all had pretty good communication. I mean, there was a little bit of couple hectic moments there when we thought we were going to lose because we were tanked down and they weren't. But I mean,
you guys kept your cool.
Looking at
you pulled it back.
Looking at Himmelsdorf, I mean Himmelsdorf, and we played it so many times. I think we really do keep our cool on that map pretty well. Even whenever they push, dude, I was just like, I'll eat the damage. I don't care. Just like hide behind me. They're gonna kill me. Just hide. I am dead. I am no more. My life was short and sweet. I was like half a second from reloading, dude. I mean, and Rated did it. He backed up right behind me, dude. I did not care.
Hey, perfect hold down position to shoot from. That's all you need sometimes.
Yeah, Rated,
and the Super Conk on either side of that hill is just so dirty. Like Ben farmed the first game and the second game. He literally stopped them the second game. Like, they couldn't push around that side, because if they did, they were going to take 3,000 DPM in the side of the tank every, like, and what can you do? You got to turn your turret and look at him. So, Super Conk effective on Himmelsdorf.
It certainly is. I mean, I know Chief
Great.
tried a couple of different tanks in that position, the Crown Van being one, and its accuracy is not the greatest to work out with the Superconk.
Worked out for NS.
Did?
You got a one-shot ammo rack.
Yeah. So, I think, I don't know if you've got anything else to add in there, Hutch?
LG did a good job. I mean, those were some stressful games at points, and I thought it was a lot of fun. I enjoy a challenge, so.
Yeah, I think what works in LG's favor is they're kind of an unknown. Obviously,
I've never
former
even seen
members
them,
from 8-Bits and a couple from 7F as well. They have some really talented players in their roster.
Yeah.
And they seem like, I mean, I wouldn't even say that they're a defensive team. They're just a patient team. Because I saw on Airfield in the first game, they waited for their opportunity. And as soon as they got one tank out, they committed to their push.
Yeah, it was.
They were very methodical.
They played very well. They took their time, and they whittled Magna down, and he was hull down in the E3 that second game. So.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, Magna had some good games. He was pretty much the sacrificial lamb in all of them, even on the last
he
one.
was. I was noticing that. I was like, man, Magna did not have a hot night.
Yeah. Even
on
after
the 6,500 on Himmelsdorf that Ben threw up, everyone was like, they were all like, 1 month cards for Ben, no more for Magna. He was like, hold on there.
He did make his sacrifice worthwhile on that last game. I saw he managed to take.
He did, yeah.
One tank, get the 57 down to a one shot before being taken out. Bear in mind, he was on a one shot the whole way through that as well.
Yeah, I think our communication's getting much better. Like working as a team, telling someone don't pull forward, I got a shot or something like that, and listening and just don't poke, wait. I mean, we're all getting better at it. And if someone's in front, don't overcommit around them to try and get a shot, and then whenever they back up, to not get shot, your whole side's exposed. So. Worked out well. I think we're getting better and better every day.
So looking on to your next game, I believe is against 7K, another South American clan. I think they had their game this week, and I will just double check on how they did. So they came out of that, unfortunately, as the losers, losing 3 and winning 1. Yes, I did watch that. That was against NFTG. They played a tank down until the last game and did phenomenally well. So again, looking like another tough game. No game's easy. I think in the Champions League, every team has a chance of winning.
I'm hoping, dude. The challenge is always fun.
Yeah.
Steamrolls are boring. You just don't want to be there.
Yeah.
I think LG played really well.
You want to have that.
It was good games. I think everyone on the team played really well. I mean, there was a moment there whenever we had like 9 tanks through up, and there was a little bit of cluster, and I was yelling at each other. But we're getting to know each other more and notice each other's voices, and we can just talk and know who's talking, and it's getting better.
Yeah,
especially with call-outs, and we're all getting to know the strats better and kind of memorizing them. And of course, Deny didn't, because I don't know if he's ever even played the airfield strat, but next time I guess he'll know. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's as I was saying to Asmodeus and Tubbins last night, it's one of those where every team's going to be better. Come the second round of fixtures against everyone, it's going to be a completely different game, because obviously you're going to have seen what most teams have got, and most teams are going to got better as well as the tournament goes on. So yeah, I think.
And what can you say whenever something like that happens? Shit happens. That's it. Move on. There's nothing you can do. But yeah, it was super fun games, and I'm gonna watch this stream later and see all the nice things he had to say about me, Ops and Dingy, and all you guys. It was good being in the stream.
To say about Hatch.
There's really not
You're
much
like
to
the
say.
death dealer.
Yeah, what a loser. God. Look at him shooting straight goal in a comp game. What a tater. Whatever, dude, it works. it does, dude, it works. I mean,
If you've got to win,
I'm not
I
eating
guess...
gold rounds to shoot standard back. It's not happening, sorry.
Well, yeah, that's an automatic flip the button and here's your return fire.
Yeah. Show me that gun, Super Conk. Have one. There you go. There's 900 gone. So,
I think.
don't think less of me for shooting my laser beams at people.
No. I think if you hadn't had that second game on Hims, I might have thought less of you because you only threw up the 800 and got absolutely eaten alive.
What do you want?
But you redeemed yourself. You redeemed yourself.
What do you want, dude? They came around with one intent, kill that thing, and they killed me. I
they
shot
certainly
the
had a plan to
50B,
get
and
you
they're
out.
like, someone got pissed, man. Like, shot the 50B, and they're like, kill him.
Your party
Well, in the games,
right here.
The games earlier, Dirt had the same idea. Their 50B got eaten by an E4, and Dirt just decided not having that in the game anymore and removed it.
That E4 needed to go.
Well, it was funny because we were in a full-on infernal engagement, and there was like 3 tanks to shoot at in front of me, and I wasn't shooting at any of them. I was shooting at the guy that was sniping in the back. Just like, nope, get out of here.
Well, it's nice to hear that you guys won. It was nice being in the stream, but I have to leave.
Yeah.
Sorry, said so.
I'm gonna bail as well.
No, it's alright.
It's been fun.
You gonna be on in about an hour, Opsy Poo?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I've gained an hour in my life with daylight saving, so it's not too late.
Alrighty, I'll be back around then, and if you're on, I'll back.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I think on that note, it's been a good evening of games. I think Ding, I don't know if there's any questions going off in stream chat.
Ding? No? He's muted, dude. He
No,
may have been talking
I
this
had
whole
my
time.
thing muted. I have 2 mics. I gotta unmute. So no, it's pretty quiet right now.
No. All right. Well,
someone said, I don't know who we were saying it about, but someone named Conky said he had such an easy farm, though. But GG to him for being in the right position. I'm not sure what that was relating to.
Oh, probably Ben, dude.
Probably Ben, yeah. Throwing up the 6K.
I mean,
yeah.
And he did, to be fair. It was farming, but as Conky said, he was in the right position.
it was farming that won us the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Win's a win.
Like, because if he wouldn't have been there, I honestly think that would have been a loss. Hands down. If he would have pushed, like, into F9.
But realistically, you have to realize that they allowed him to farm them.
Exactly. Yeah. They overcommitted, and they got punished.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can call it farming, but it's really, that's a flaw that you should be looking at. Like, hey, next time don't do that.
What's that heavy tank right there with like 4,000 DPM doing? Ah, fuck him. He'll be fine.
Oh, I can't pin him.
Yeah. He's hauled down. That's just his gun. God.
Yeah, don't worry.
Well,
but
they
still played very well. They were a very good
team. Hope you guys invite me back for more post games. I like doing it. Like representing the clan, talking shit about people. Cruise the table.
Yeah, it's always fun to do that.
You know. Alrighty, I'll see you guys.
See you later, Hatch. Well done again tonight.
Bye.
Alright, Dingy, I will leave it to you. Well, before I do, say a thank you to Dirt and Baron, and of course yourself, Dingy.
Thanks for having us on. And Dingy, you're the electronics wizard. Fun. Thank you.
Far from it.
What? Hey, I can't use a cell phone. I got sausage fingers and computers scare me. So you can do that. You're a
Well, it
fucking
took me
god.
about 3 weeks of YouTube
Excuse my
research to
English,
learn
I'm
how to do
sorry.
it, but yeah.
Well, I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I was like when I first started. I just dove right into it and figured it out as I went. Said, "Oops, I broke something. What'd I do?" And then I'd go to YouTube and, "Hey, I fixed it. Sweet."
yeah, I guess that's. I throw my computer. Oh, you're not working? See how far you can fly. That's why I don't have one anymore.
All right, guys, I gotta end the stream.
Okay.
You have a good night.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Mhm.
Good night.
Alrighty, guys. That'll be it for tonight. I don't have a schedule for next week, so I'm not sure when the next GTL stream will be. If you're in the GTL server, keep an eye out. If not, you can send me a message on Xbox or on here, and you can get a invite to the server so you'll know when the next streams will be. Until next time, thanks for watching and take care.